The following is a presentation of Stewed Productions.
This is Huggy Bear.
And this is Brandon Phelps, and we're from Local Group Brewing.
And you're watching InterBrews.
This is InterBrews.
Hey everybody, welcome to InterBrews, episode 261 or so.
Nice.
Huggy Bear, how are you, sir?
Josh, how are you?
I am well, now that I'm sitting across the table from you drinking a beer
Yeah.
at your fine establishment, Local Group Brewing.
Everything's
Brandon?
better with beer.
Welcome to the show for the first time.
Yes, sir.
It's good to have you on.
It's good to be here.
It
I
is
just
good.
woke up an hour ago. I'm already drinking beer. It's a good day.
Yes, that's what we call winning. TD Mike and Kate Herreras, the two Herreras. Well, there's more than two Herreras, but these are the two Herreras.
Yep.
Recently married. Congratulations, guys. First show since the nuptials.
Yep.
So we have a lot to celebrate. 2 years of Local Group Brewing. The last time we were sitting in this room, we didn't have video, but we had big news happening all around us.
Oh, yeah. Was
During-
that right before we opened and the rodeo got
And
canceled?
the world came to an end.
Yeah.
The rodeo got canceled, which... When does the rodeo is about to start now, right?
Yeah, barbecue cook-offs this weekend.
Yeah. So, you going to go to any concerts?
I'm trying to get Cody Johnson tickets for that opening
I
night.
like Cody Johnson.
I love Cody Johnson.
Yeah.
So trying to get over there.
Okay. Any?
Not me. No, I'm good.
I haven't seen who else is performing. I mean, Chris Stapleton, but that's probably sold out before it even went on sale.
Yeah, there's some really hard to get.
Yeah. Is George Strait playing this year?
Yeah, I think he's finishing it.
Oh, man. That'd be a good one.
Yeah, but his tickets went on sale like a year and a half ago for that show.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I forget. I'd have to look. They're not a sponsor of the show, so whatever. That's fine. We don't have to talk about it. You know the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, the biggest rodeo in all the world, I think. But it pales in comparison to 2 years of Local Group Brewing. How's it been for 2 years?
It's been 2 years for sure.
The craziest 2 years you could have picked.
Yeah. Opening right before the pandemic is I wouldn't recommend it.
It's
If
wild.
you're starting a business,
Yeah.
I'd wait if you can.
Yeah.
Or open earlier if you can.
If there's such thing as business DNA, yours is definitely altered. If they're examining business DNA and they looked at y'all's, they'd be like, "Whoa, this is almost a completely different creature."
Yeah. I mean, when you open your business and then you have your business plan, then you start and then you got to change and pivot and
Yeah.
change what you do and adapt. But yeah, we had to adapt pretty hardcore.
Well, yeah, it's been not just the pandemic and the shutdowns and all that kind of stuff, but it's been all the fallout from that, like can shortages and prices going up because of all the things and all the stuff.
Yeah.
It's been wild.
Yeah, it's been crazy, but we're in a good spot. We think 22 is going to be a good year for us, so we're excited. Brandon's on board now. He's our general manager.
Oh, way to go.
And so we're doing a lot of cool things.
Generally speaking, how's he been doing?
Pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty
managing,
good. Alive.
Just managing.
Yeah.
Day to day, what does a general manager do at Local Group Brewing? What's your
I basically sleep here.
cool?
That's what I do.
Okay.
So no, I come in, I do a lot of cooking sometimes. I do, help with the bar and sit down with Huggy for hours every week, and we try to figure out different ways we can bring in revenue and stuff to the business and get our name out there to more people, let people know that we exist and everything. So
Cool.
Planning the 2-year anniversary party and stuff. So.
What did you do before you wound up here? Were you in the beer industry before?
Well, so actually before I became GM, I started with their sales rep. So I was their
Okay.
sales rep first, then
Cool.
moved over to general manager.
All right.
Before that, I worked at Disney actually in Florida.
Oh,
So I was a manager over there for a little bit.
okay.
And then before that, I was a bartender at Saltgrass
Okay.
here in Texas. So.
So a little bit of everything.
Yeah, a little bit of everything, but all hotel restaurant management. So
Yeah.
that's what I went to college for.
There you go. Well, good. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am too.
Glad you're on our side now,
Right.
not the evil empire, of
Right.
Disney. Mike, how's it going down there?
It's going good.
Is your mic close enough to where you can talk?
Yeah, I'm good.
You're gonna have to lean up. That's not cozy.
Good.
You're gonna scoot your bench up a little bit.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, do that. Get cozy.
Make sure you
Mike-
drag it so it's really
Yeah.
loud.
Yes.
Mike hasn't been on in a couple episodes. What's the last episode you were with me? Been a minute.
Marin down the street, Star Sailor.
Oh, the Star Sailor. Yeah. That was a live stream, right? Did we live stream that one?
Yeah.
I need
Oh, was
to-
that for their anniversary?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I went out there for that. That was pretty cool.
I think if I just do the anniversary tour, I think I would end up, I would do a show with everybody once a year.
Yeah.
And everybody'd be super stoked and
That'd
talk
work.
about all the stuff. It makes,
That's perfect.
yeah. I need to do more live streams, though. I kind of dropped the ball on that.
Yeah, how'd that go?
It's good. As long as you've got the bandwidth,
Yeah,
it's all good. Yeah. So I like it.
nice.
Drinking beer. And then people chat. That's what we do.
This portion of InterBrews is brought to you by Equipment Management Services. Need a custom-built shipping container at your brewery, on your land, or in your backyard? EMS can do it all. From bars with tap walls to bathrooms to cold boxes to offices or anything else you can think up, EMS is your solution. From container purchase to build out, all the way to delivery, Equipment Management Services is ready to serve you. Go to ems-llc.com to get started with your container needs today, and check them out on Instagram at EMS-LLC to see their artistry in action. Equipment Management Services, shipping container and service excellence, managing your world, creating your vision.
So let's talk about what's 2 years. Well, I mean, obviously the beginning was nuts, right? We were sitting right over there, it was right over there, Mike, and like literally while we were doing the show, like the messages were popping that the rodeo they just got canceled.
Yeah, with the pandemic starting.
I think if you go back and listen to that episode, it's like, oh, I don't think it'll be that big a deal. I think it'll be fine.
We're like, it'll blow over.
Yeah, it's people have a cold. It's
I remember
fine.
people were joking, right? Like, oh, they got the corona, they got coronavirus.
Yeah.
They were joking about Corona beer, and
Yeah,
we were like, ah, ha, ha. This is like a month before we opened, like because it was still in China and stuff.
yeah.
And they're like, yeah, we had no idea what was gonna.
Well, it's good to see that it's all completely done now. Right? We can say that. If there's
Crickets.
anything we can say with certainty, is we'll never have to think about it again.
Jinxing it.
I don't know.
Well, it'll be so commonplace we don't think about it. Like you don't really think about the cold or the flu until it affects you,
Yeah,
kind of thing. So
exactly.
it'll mutate and get mild over time. Hopefully,
Yeah.
hopefully there's no severe.
But even in all the other ramifications, we'll just be like, that's just what you do.
It'll take people get into habits, and then 2 years is a long time to you change habits, and it's hard to come back from that habit. So,
Yeah.
we're seeing that people are starting to come out more,
Yes.
starting to get out more.
It's weird that first, like, when we were in it heavy, like, we had to at work, wear masks and stuff like that. But that first time you go out without it, and it felt weird. But then you're like, oh, no, this is right. The breeze hits your face, and you're not messing with it. You don't smell your own breath.
Yeah.
And you still see some people walking around outside with them, and you're like, oh. I would go up and hug them, but they would probably scream and run away for a number of reasons.
There's a reason why they're wearing a mask.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. Yeah, but I think like beyond just like the mask is the obvious one, right? Because you can see it on their face. But people getting comfortable with being out again, that's coming around.
Yeah, that's the thing is, so 2 years we haven't really done any events because we were a little gun shy. We didn't want to set the wrong impression. Like, hey guys, come to this COVID party. We'll get everyone infected, kind of thing, So we wanted to be careful about that. So we didn't really do many events.
Right.
But that's their lifeblood. And then we want to create a community. We're trying to create the third place here. So that's part of it is doing events, having things for people come out and you connect with people.
Well, since the last time I was, just over the last 2 years, your neighborhood has grown.
Oh yeah,
tremendously.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it was
we got a lot more neighbors now.
serendipitous,
Yeah, so we got a lot more neighbors. So that's what we want to create. That, hey neighbor is one of our slogans. So
Yeah.
and you are here. We want to make sure that everyone we want to be the friendly neighborhood brew pub.
Yes. Well, you've got the feel and the look. It's a cozy, comfortable place. Like
Nice.
I would just
Yeah,
Very
thank
nice.
you.
and the food and everything.
Yeah, we want it to become. We don't want to. We're not trying to go for a high turnover restaurant where you come in, feed your drink, feed, and then out the door, next kind of thing. We want you to hang out. We got games, board games and things like that. We got food. We got beer.
You have beer.
We do have beer.
Let's talk about the
Yeah,
beer we're
sure.
drinking. How about that? That's a great segue.
Yeah,
That was
So-
an awesome segue.
It was. We are
Speaking
drinking.
of beer, we have. So we're gonna put some new beers on for anniversary. We'll be kind of holding on to a few of them to kind of release them all this Saturday when we're celebrating. So the first one here is our Cerveza Galaxia. This is a Mexican style lager, 4.9, easy drinking. Got a little nice dry finish on it, so it makes you want to drink more.
Yeah, it does make me want to drink more.
Yeah, that's the
I'm,
secret.
I'm holding back
That's
because
the
I
trick.
don't know how refills are going to work during the show.
Yeah. So this is one of the. We've been people been requesting a Mexican lager, and we've done a couple lagers, and now I feel comfortable we can do something like this. So it's got some corn in it, but yeah, just wanted to do something easy to drink.
What's the percentage of corn? I think I've asked this.
It's like 30% actually. It's
Really?
a pretty
That's-
big chunk.
that's pretty high.
Yeah.
Is that
20 or 30%? Yeah.
is that like compared to a cream ale? Is that about the same, or is that?
I think so. A cream ale though is an ale.
Yeah.
So it's going to have your fruity esters with the lager. You're using the lager yeast, so it's a lot cleaner. So you're going to that corn sweetness is going to kind of show up a lot more obvious.
Yeah.
Versus the ale where it mixes.
But as far as like percentage of corn, that's
I think it's roughly the same. Yeah. I mean, every recipe's a little different.
Yeah.
Every technique's a little different, but yeah.
okay. The Mexican lager, it's an interesting like blend of German and Mexican. You know, the style like the Germans came over with their lager beers, and then it was in this area, right? So
Yeah.
what do we got to brew with? Well, there's not a lot of awesome grain that they have in Germany. So that's we got some corn,
Yeah.
and it works.
Yeah, it works. Just everyone wants to drink light beer, so that's kind of what. Initially, a lot of the Mexican lagers were Vienna style and German pilsners, and then they kind of have been adapted for the hotter climate and everything. So,
Yeah.
kind of make them a little lighter, a little sweeter for the palate.
Well, and it goes great with Mexican food. Who'd have thunk
yeah.
it? But it's like tacos and all of that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's the thing is when you have your cuisine and you have your beer, they're each gonna kind of grow and evolve to match each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to have something that conflicts with the food you eat every day.
Yeah. And I can't think of like this and like a plate full of tacos.
Yeah, that'd
Just
be good.
leave me alone. Or come talk to me, but don't expect me to not have food all in my beard.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a disaster area by the time it's done. But if you're fine with that, I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
We were trying that last week, and I brought some limes in.
Oh, yeah.
Lime in it,
Oh.
and it just brought me back to my college days.
Yeah.
Dos Equis all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna serve this with salt and lime as well.
That's a funny, like when I first got into craft beer, that was like one of the things we harped on, like don't boot the fruit. We did this whole
Yeah, I remember that.
Like, BSA.
Right.
We had it's like don't fruit your beer, drink it. But now it's like it's kind of come full circle because that is it's
Yeah,
a
I
fun
mean,
nostalgia and it's good.
If that's what
Yeah.
people want, let them drink what they want.
Yeah, especially if you're out by the pool or something. That's
Yeah.
It's just good. And it goes great again, like with tacos or fajitas or
Yeah.
anything like
Hey,
that.
squeeze the lime in your drink. Squeeze the lime in your taco.
Yeah. Only thing, like maybe rim it with some cilantro.
Some tahini.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you used tahini.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cilantro is a bunch of keep it on the taco, I guess. Because you can't really could you make a cilantro beer would be kind of weird.
I mean, it's all gonna mix in your stomach anyway. So if
Yeah.
you're having cilantro on your tacos.
But you wouldn't want to put cilantro in your beer though. I feel like it would get kind of soapy or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of other than like a pizza beer. I can't think of a cilantro beer that I can think of.
Yeah. And who would do that? Martin House.
Yeah. Probably, yeah.
They've done
I
it.
bet you they've used cilantro in one of their beers. I bet.
You think?
I bet.
Cilantro is funny because it's one of those things people either love or like super tasters.
Yeah.
They just can't do it.
Yeah,
I'm
I like
not-
cilantro.
I love cilantro.
But yeah, it is. And coriander is the seed of the cilantro plant. And
Oh, yeah, I guess that's wits.
yeah,
Wit.
yeah. So you can. That's why some people don't like wits. Same, they hate cilantro. They get that cilantro taste, that soapy taste
I've never
From a wit?
from
yeah,
a wit. Some
'cause
people do.
coriander. Yeah, because coriander. That's what the English they just call cilantro. They just call it coriander, and they're all
Yeah.
It gets real
Because
confused. Like
the
you watch,
seed is the coriander, and then the
yeah, you watch Gordon Ramsay cook something with cilantro, and he's like calling it coriander.
and you're
and
like,
it's
wait,
like,
what?
what are you talking about? Then he's
Yeah.
like, with his accent,
Yeah.
he looks down his nose at everybody. He's probably fine. He's probably a good guy. But anyway, I'm just saying, coriander. They call it coriander.
Maybe.
It's fine, I think.
We'll stick with the salt and lime for now.
Yeah. Okay. Whoa. Well, wit though. Wit is a wheat beer with Belgian yeast, right?
Mm-hmm.
So-
Yeah, you had the coriander, which acts as a balance against. You had the orange peel as well.
Yeah.
So the orange adds the sweetness, and the coriander adds that spicy character. So it kind of balances out.
No, I know people played around with that style a lot, and it's actually kind of a Texas style, kind of sort of in a way, right? With the brewery.
Avery.
No.
512.
Celis.
Oh, Celis. Yeah,
Celis,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Like Pierre.
Yes.
I was thinking Pierre, so I was thinking Prieur's, but no, that's a brewery in Belgium that, anyway. Pierre Celis.
Yes.
He brought the style back, right?
Mhm.
And
Yes.
then he landed in Austin.
Right.
So it's kind of like our style anyway, as Texans.
Yeah, because it was a dying style in Belgium when he started the brewery in Belgium.
Yeah. Well, didn't it turn into, was that, no,
That's Hogarden. Yeah.
Hogarden is his?
Yeah. Oh, and then AB bought them, so
Okay.
he moved to Texas and opened up Celis back in the late '90s.
And didn't that get bought out by,
And that got by Miller, I think,
And
and they
then-
shut it down.
and then came out with Blue Moon? Isn't there a connection somewhere?
Well, yeah, Blue
this
Moon's
still
made by
my style?
Coors, which is now
Miller Coors.
Well, it's Miller Coors. I think it's. I don't know.
Let's just make
yeah,
up history as we go. Turns out Pierre Celis, when he discovered Texas, he came over
on the Nina and Pinta.
in the USS Enterprise. He came over and discovered the Texas, and then he fought the Battle of San Jacinto and invented wit beer.
I think that's exactly.
He
what
brought
happened.
beer to the Cowboys.
Yes,
They sat
the
down for dinner.
reason that Santa Ana was having a siesta was because he drank too much wit beer,
Right.
and so
I remember reading that in school. I think.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think we learned that.
yeah.
I didn't even take Texas history, but I think I learned that too.
Yeah, and so the San Jacinto Monument is actually the preferred style of glass. If you turn it upside down, it'd be the preferred like wit beer glass.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't
If
even
you-
know that.
yeah, let's see.
It's kind of crazy.
It is.
I grew up in Texas. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So, and anyway, then Miller Coors bought it, and then they made Blue Moon and whatever.
Yeah.
But now we got Local Group,
We got Local Group. Yeah.
so it's all fine.
It all comes
And that's
back, full
Texas
circle.
history in a nutshell.
That's our history right there. It's
Yeah.
just straight to us.
Yeah. So, congratulations
Thank you.
Thank you.
for being a part of history. Speaking of history, the first ever. Are we bouncing around too much? I don't know that we've exhausted. That's fine. That's what we do. I don't apologize. The Texas Craft Brewers Guild, the Texas Craft Brewers Cup,
Yes.
was in Austin 2 weeks ago, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, however long.
Last weekend?
Last weekend. I
Last
think.
weekend? Was it already?
Not yesterday.
Weekend before
but-
last.
yeah,
Weekend
week
before.
last, I
Okay,
guess.
so we're on a
It'll be about
What
2
a-
weeks ago, roughly.
2
yeah.
weeks,
Yeah.
two-ish. It was when it was. Whenever you're listening to this show or
Yeah.
watching this show, but you guys won a big medal.
Yes, we got a silver medal for our Athena's Elixir.
That category was field
Fruit and field beer, yeah.
fruit.
So all the fruit beers we were up against, and the field beers like pumpkins, things like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, so we got a silver medal, which we're pretty happy with.
yeah. Does that double as a belt buckle?
It's actually a bolo tie.
Oh, okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So I can
Very
demonstrate
Texas.
if you like.
Yeah, do it. Please do. Look at this. That's a thing of beauty. Do you wear it every day?
I
Only
put-
on formal occasions.
I'm pretty sure he sleeps with it.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, we're actually going to have it at the anniversary. I think we're going to pass around, let the servers wear it, and let all the staff kind of take turns.
Yeah,
The beer tastes better when you're drinking it with the medal on.
yeah, it does. That's how
Absolutely.
That's how it amplify all the flavors.
Yeah, it just enhances your
It
senses.
it should be a point of pride. It's a cool looking medal.
Yeah, it's a cool medal. They did a good job. And then this is the inaugural.
Yes,
So we're pretty stoked to be a medal winner in the inaugural Texas Brewers Cup.
that is cool. I hope it's one of those things that just Texas is big enough and unique enough where we need
To have
our
your own.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Our own.
exactly.
Yeah, because you have like California has the California State Fair and they have like a bunch of competitions there in Oregon and
Yeah,
Denver or Colorado and stuff. So it's kind of cool to see Texas. Texas has grown now big enough that we can have friendly competitions like
Yes.
this,
Mhm.
and it's not too cutthroat.
yeah, and it's easy enough to get around the state, even if you're way out west. It's
And what I think of the cool part is you can drink the award medal winning beers that a lot easier than like say the GABF medal winning beers.
Yes.
Which a lot of times are won by small breweries in small towns or other states that you
Yeah.
can't get access to.
yeah,
So it'd be easier to get access to all these award winning medal beers.
yeah, for years to come. Unless it's like a one-off beer, whatever. But yes,
Yeah, and a lot of the winners I think were regular beers. I think.
well, and I'm trying to think like Houston area winners. I think we had 10-ish, 10?
Something, yeah,
10
something like
medals in
that.
this
I saw
area.
True Anomaly won 2.
Yeah, they won 2 golds for their
Yeah.
Yeah.
sours. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, congrats to them. Let's see, Walking Stick. A lot of the ones like not. They're all right here. I did.
St. Arnold won 1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
St. Arnold,
for-
Eureka Heights,
Eureka
What-
Heights, yeah.
Lawnmower,
Yeah.
Lawnmower, and Buckle
Buckle
Bunny.
Bunny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let me. I'm gonna pull that up.
Yeah.
Let's pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up.
Yeah, so it was pretty cool to see all the Houston winners as well. And I knew going in that it would be not necessarily easier than GABF because there's a lot of good Texas breweries and beer, and there's a lot of them that don't enter GABF due to cost or shipping or whatever.
Yeah.
So I knew that we'd be going up against some tough competition.
Yeah.
Well, it's let's see, 755 beer entries judged, 131 competing breweries, over 150 styles, 27 medal categories, and 57 medal-winning breweries. Okay, so let's see.
That was a lot.
It is a lot. Let's see who won in Houston. So we got
I think
category.
Galveston Island also won for Tiki Wheat.
Yeah, they
Galveston
did.
Island.
Okay, so yeah, Buckle Bunny won a gold. Fancy Lawnmower silver. This is fun to. Eureka, is that 2 for Eureka Heights? Wicked Awesome.
Oh yeah, that's 2. Yeah, Wicked and Buckle Bunny.
Yeah,
I didn't know they won for Wicked.
yeah. Let's see. Waco. Let's see, who was it? Was it 2 in Waco? I think.
You want to get another beer while we're scrolling?
Yeah, let's do that. Oh, Walking Stick there with their wit beer IPA. Is that like a white IPA? That used to be a
I think
style.
so. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What beer are we getting? Just surprise, I guess. Yeah. We'll figure it out.
This portion of InterBrews has been brought to you by Equipment Management Services. Go to ems-llc.com to get started with your container needs today, and check them out on Instagram at EMSLLC to see their artistry in action. Equipment Management Services, shipping container and service excellence, managing your world, creating your vision.
Brandon, what's your wheelhouse as far as styles and things like that?
I used to be really particular, but now I just kind of try everything.
Yeah.
I used to hate dark beers, so I didn't drink dark beers for the first little bit that I was in craft beer, but I finally tried enough to where I started really getting into stouts and porters and everything. So
Yeah, it's when you find, like, because there's such a variety there too, right?
Yeah, for
Just
sure.
The color throws some people off, initially.
right,
They think, oh, if it's dark, it's got to be strong,
right,
but it's not always the case.
exactly.
And yeah, there's so much variety. So the raspberry, it was the Athena's Elixir. The
It was.
raspberry.
Which was, it's funny because that was the first Athena's Elixir that we ever brewed.
Yeah.
So that was the first one we had on. We decided to bring it back for our anniversary, and then that's the one that won the silver medal. So
That's cool.
yeah,
That's great. So I think, oh yeah, True Anomaly. They're one of their ones.
yeah, they won gold on both of them.
Yeah. Okay. So no label with Perpetual Peace. The cool thing about Steely Eyed for True Anomaly, Tiki Wheat, no label won another one, El Carlito, Urban South, and B52.
What was Urban South's?
They got gold for their spilled strawberry ice cream in their decadent beer. I like that category, decadent beer, because it's just kind of like, if you put all the crazy stuff in it, we'll just put it here,
Right.
in this category, and see what happens. Yeah, because it's let's see, a spill, like strawberry ice cream beer, smoothie tart, and a figment of your imagination from White Rock in Dallas, which I guess has figs. I would imagine.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. But the
That
cool thing,
sounds interesting.
yeah, the cool thing about it is I can scroll through, and a bunch of these beers I've had.
Yeah.
Like GABF, there's most of them I haven't had, a vast majority.
Right.
But like you can scroll through this one, and I'm like, oh, I've been to most of these breweries too. So
Well, that's the cool thing. And like even stuff that it's been a while that I've tried. We just brought in a can of Buckle Bunny last week because we're like, oh, we kind of want to try it. We haven't tried it in like a year. So we're going back and trying some of these things that we haven't tried in a while. And
yeah, they're good. Yeah, it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
when you rediscover those, like the wraparound. I call them wraparound beers. Like
Yeah.
it's what you started with, and you come back around,
Yep.
and after you've gone through the full phase. Thank you. Taking my beer glass. So, Mike, what'd you think of that? You've brewed a Mexican lager before.
Yeah.
And
Delicious. I think I still got. It's a more Vienna, so it's more browner.
Yeah.
darker,
Yeah, darker.
a little higher
Yeah,
ABV,
it's
perhaps.
still good. I don't know.
Whoa, look at
I'm
that.
not good at counting my numbers.
Look at the skills.
Is that the award winning?
That's the. Of course. Do you call that the 5-knuckle shuffle? The way he's holding all the. I don't know if that's what you call that. Wow! Look at the style. Oh my god! Not a drop. Not a drop.
Spilled on me.
That is fantastic.
That's some skills right there.
That was skills. That was a thing of beauty. I hope you got all that on video. I don't know that we did, but no, it's fine. Let's have him do it again in slow-mo.
This portion of InterBrews is brought to you by Stewed Productions. Are you looking to start a podcast to promote your business? Do you need copywriting for social media, advertising, or blog posts? If you want voiceover, web design, video editing, podcast consultation, and more, Stewed Productions is your answer. Visit stewedproductions.com and follow us on Facebook and LinkedIn for more information.
So is this the award winner?
Yes, so this is Athena's Elixir. So yeah, we rebrewed this with the raspberry. This is the first Athena's we ever did, and wanted to bring it back because it was such a hit.
Yeah.
And then also wanted to enter it for the competition.
When did you do it the first time?
So it was I think it was our second set of beers. So I did 4 beers. We had started with 4 tanks.
Yeah.
It's 4 fermenters. So we did 4 beers to start, and then I brewed 2 weeks later. I brewed another 4 beers. And so we actually were about to release Athena's when the pandemic shut us down.
Yeah.
So we had our soft opening with 4 beers on tap. And then we had another 4, plus I had 4 one-off kegs we were going to put on. And then the pandemic hit, and we couldn't have dine-in anymore. We were doing to-go. So yeah, we were about to release it right then. So it would have been March. We were planning for like March 19th, so.
The label for this, what color was the label? It was pink and yellow or something, I think?
Like pink and purple or something?
Something.
Maybe it has some
Yeah,
yellow.
so the Athena's, we did a 2-tone color
Yeah.
for the sour labels.
I think somebody gave me a can of this at one point.
Okay. Yeah, and so we rotated the fruits.
Yeah.
So the second one, I think the
Second one you did was cherry
was
limeade.
the second one we did.
Maybe
Yeah.
that one was it.
So that was the cherry lime.
Maybe I
That
got
one was
the
the can. It was like a
Yes.
kind of a lime green fading
Yes.
into the
I think I got the cherry lime.
pink
Yeah.
or red. Yeah.
That was
Okay.
good too.
Y'all got any in the cooler over there? Just to show?
No. Sorry.
No, just to show.
Swing and a miss. It's close. We're gonna get to baseball for a while.
We got the beer itself. You can
Yeah.
see that.
No,
so.
it's even better. All right. So
Yeah. So this was a hit. Everyone loves raspberries. Everyone loves berries. So.
So we're drinking an award winning. We got the award winning.
Yeah, this is the beer that won the medal too, and I got this into the tank. I carved it up as fast as I could because I transferred this into the tank, and then we sent it in for competition. I think 3 or 4 days later, so
Yeah.
it was pretty rushed. But we got silver, so
Yeah.
did pretty good on it. I'm still wondering if I had another week on it, if we could have got gold. I don't know.
Yeah. That's all of that, right? I mean, it all plays into the judging.
So I was worried about the carb level. I was worried about the haze. I was worried about so many things.
Yeah.
And then we switched to we went with a different fruit supplier for this one. So I wasn't sure if the fruit would be the same strength.
Yeah.
So and then the alcohol came out a little stronger. 4.7 was the original. This one's 5.1.
Okay.
Which I think would help it. It was also tough to find the category because this is a fruited sour. It's not a traditional Berliner Weiss because we're adding fruit and lactose.
Yeah.
And the lactose was the tricky part for figuring out which category to enter it in.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of a restrictive thing. So I think we put it in like kind of a catch-all category
Yeah.
where you kind of had to list your specialty or something.
Yeah.
So then the problem is when you do those categories, you don't know what your competition looks like.
Right.
It could be against all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it turned out good.
Yeah. It's delicious. It's
Thank you.
smooth and
Yeah,
just-
so this was supposed to be kind of like a raspberry lemonade. So kind of got that tart sweetness, and then it
Yeah.
kind of dries, fades away, and then it
Yeah.
kind of makes you want to drink.
But yeah, it's got kind of a I wouldn't call it silky, like a almost down, like a soft. It's soft.
Yeah, so that's the thing. When I first started making this beer, I like sour beers, but there are a lot of times there's not much body and they're kind of thin and watery, and so I wanted to bump up that body. So I added lactose, and that adds some body, it adds a sweetness, and it actually kind of enhances the fruit character as well.
Nice.
So kind of a triple dose. Originally, I thought this is what a Florida Weiss was.
Okay.
I was like, oh yeah, Florida Weiss, that's one with lactose. And people were like, what are you talking about, lactose? No. And I'm like, oh, that's not a Florida Weiss? They're like, no, it's just fruited Berliner. I'm like, oh, well, the lactose is so much better.
Yeah, it really is. It's nice. I mean, it does. It's like, it takes it from being like just a hot weather beer to being anytime.
Yeah.
Because these like the sour, I kind of tend to say, oh, those are summer beers.
Right. And we're adding a little bit. It's enough lactose to add some body and sweetness, but it's not like a milkshake. It's not creamy, you know, kind of thing.
No, it's not one of those smoothie sours.
No, that's not what we were going for.
No,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
It's perfect.
And then we have a Harris Nectar, which is kind of a double version of this. It's about a 9% alcohol. We double the fruit, 9%. I actually add a little bit less lactose percentage-wise because the alcohol adds some body to it. And that one's a lot more. Still not quite a smoothie style, but closer to that, I would say.
Yeah.
Between this and that.
I think Houston in that category, that they have that decadent style.
Yes.
Which I think is a great name.
Yeah, Ingenious and B52 took the top 2 honors on that one. So.
And it's very fitting, right? Our Urban South, I think, was in there somewhere.
Urban South and B52. Right?
Yeah, but with Ingenious and Urban South and B52
right.
and
Baba too.
Baba Brew House, out in Marcus out there, and it's kind of like Houston. Like I don't know what Houston, what people outside of Houston think of when they think of Houston beer. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm here, so I don't
know.
Me
too. It's weird. We'd have to find somebody. We'd have to go outside of Houston.
A non-Houstonian.
That comes to Houston enough. I kind of wonder, like when I think of Dallas beer, like already my disdain for Dallas traffic and roads kind of like I'm sure it's good. I know like Petty Collis or I know Velvet Hammer is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I have to go to Dallas to get it. And so it's like I'm already like a little bitter, It's like I have to drive on the roads. It's like exit 7 lanes that way 4 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Thanks, GPS.
I got some friends that live in Dallas, so I go up there periodically, and I always try to go to the breweries and stuff up there. They have good beer, but I agree with you, their roads suck.
Yeah, and everything's under construction.
Yeah,
and then it's literally like you have to go. You're in the left lane now. Get over 8 lanes to your right. And exit. Behind you. It's like, oh, what are we doing? Why can't y'all just have a target like Houston has just a series of circles and crosses? Yeah, Houston is they just have their act together.
Right.
So. Chalk one up for. I guess they can keep all those Super Bowls. We got better roads. We'll eventually get one, right, Mike?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't have as much confidence in that you do.
Eventually,
maybe we'll see. This is delicious beer though. I was going to ask you something. Oh, judging. Mm-hmm. You do. I look at the categories and I think like decadent beers, that's a great category. But then we were also talking before we started recording. Like I don't know who judged. I think we know some of the people that judge, people that work at breweries and things like that. But I know as much beer of those, like especially like the legacy style, like Houston beers, like Lawnmower or something like that. I feel like I could pick that out of a lineup pretty quick,
Yeah, I don't know if they, I'm not sure if they said, oh, are you a judge? Are you from Austin? Okay, we're not going to have you judge these beers.
Like, did they? I guess they did.
I don't know if they
maybe?
split them by regionality. I know if you entered a category, you couldn't, and you were... If you're from a brewery that entered a category and you were judging, you weren't allowed to judge. You can't judge in your category.
Yeah.
But I don't know how they split it up. I'm sure they tried to keep it as impartial as they did.
Oh, sure. But I just think some of those, like you try this beer, and it's just good. Like, flat out. That's just a great quality beer. But sours in Houston or in Texas haven't been a thing for that long. But something like... we were talking 512 pecan pie.
Right.
I feel like I would drink that and be like, "That's it. I know that beer."
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
like
I would do that with tiki wheat.
Yeah,
like tiki wheat, I can pick up easily.
Yeah. I don't know. I wonder how much if that's even if it's subconsciously. Like I feel like you drink enough of a beer and it gets in your soul.
Yeah, it gets in the soul. I like that.
Yeah, because you try it later and it's just like it might not even be the best beer in that category. But the nostalgia and everything, like the emotions that you've had when you've had that beer, I think there's some things that are triggered in your soul that you can't.
Oh, for sure.
You can't help.
Dos Equis with the lime, man.
Yeah.
Right. It's in my college soul.
Yeah. So
I think you're right. Yeah.
Something to it.
There's something to it.
I wonder. That would be a fun thing to look like. I don't begrudge anybody for doing. Like it's fine. That should be part of it. It's like home field advantage or play the course or whatever.
Yeah, that's the thing. I remember I was listening to someone talk about how they make beer and they said if we can evoke memories by drinking our beer, we've won. Like that's the goal. That's the end goal is to you drink it and you go, oh man, I remember that day we were doing whatever blah 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 kind of thing. So,
well, I just had the thought like you have these when you have these memories with beer, it's either like you were doing something cool or you're with somebody you love or maybe some of you hate or whatever. Maybe you didn't hate them by the time you were done with the beer. Maybe it, whatever. But like sometimes when you have like a food and beer pairing, that's just magical. I wonder if like there should be some sort of competition for that. I'm sure there is. I know they do. Like
like how best the pairing goes.
Yeah, like not only are we
That'd be
going to judge
interesting.
the beer, but we're going to bring in some foodies and see like just by judging like do like facial recognition software or something, how their face lights up where it like hits
The micro expression.
So yes, like I know that I've had like
Like go up to a lie detector or something.
Yes.
The galvanic response of their skin.
like did it somehow evoke emotion or something like that? But I know that I had like we had Orval with like some goat cheese, like something, right?
Yeah.
And it was just like everything was the perfect
I
temperature.
could see that. Yeah.
And it was just like hanging out with family, and we were just having a blast, just being silly and playing games and stuff. And they were like, it was probably 11, 12 o'clock. And we're like, we're hungry. Let's have my wife's cousin cooked up this goat cheese like tomato kind of something, right? And we're putting it on bread, like just toast or whatever, French toast or something. And I was like, oh, let's try it with this. I brought some beers for them to try, and I've had an Orval. I was like, let's try this. I think this is gonna work. Well, not only did it work, it was like one of the best food pairings I've ever had. Like one of those magic, like you hear angels singing in the background, like oh, it's like all the universe has been brought into harmony kind of thing. And Bill and Ted are like, that's kind of like the equivalent to our song, and it was like just magic.
Yeah.
And so if you could like somehow try to get that, I don't know.
Yeah. The pairing with the cheese, cheese, meats, and beer is such a classic. Such a classic pairing. The Plowman's lunch in Belgium and stuff.
Yeah, I wonder if they could do like a beer and cheese cup or something.
That'd be interesting.
Like a brewery and a cheesemaker, or
I know John Denman did the Funk Fest,
yes,
where it was sour beers and funky cheeses.
yeah,
I think he's trying to bring it back at some point.
yeah. It's a great idea, but
It wasn't a competition. It was
Right.
just kind of a hedonistic kind of thing. Have fun.
yes, which is also good in and of itself as well. But I wonder if I don't know. Maybe a competition isn't the best. I don't know. Maybe like a parliamentarian style. Like I've been watching a lot of like governments that like over in England, the way that their parliament when they yell at each other and all they banging on the table and all that kind of stuff. It's way better than Congress. Everybody in Congress is so like stuffy,
Grandstanding.
but they're like heckle people or they clap along or whatever, and it's like this almost like a party. Maybe do that, but with beer and cheese. Like give your presentation, have everybody try it, and then like explain why and see who votes on what. I don't know.
Okay.
Something.
Run with it.
Maybe.
Run with it.
Yeah. I just need to find a bunch of beer and a bunch of cheese and people that are as nerdy about it as I am.
Maybe we can set up a booth at the Texas Craft Brewers Fest and like have a little tent or something set up.
Yeah, like
you
a beer and cheese parliament.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something.
Yeah, we actually have on our menu now. We got a charcuterie board
There you go.
with meats and cheeses and stuff to
Toasted
pair with the
bread,
beer.
smoked butter.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, it's really good.
Smoked
good.
butter.
You
What
ever
is it?
had smoked butter before?
I don't think so.
It's really good.
Why? Where have you been your whole life?
I don't know. I ate a lot of butter.
You like smoked meats and stuff?
I
assume.
do. I love smoked beers. I love smoked meat. I like
Yeah.
cigars.
Smoke some butter.
Yeah. Do you buy it pre-smoked or you do it yourself?
No, do it ourselves.
Yeah.
What do you put it on how do you do it? Like cold smoke it?
So we used to have a smoker. Well, we still do, but we moved out of the kitchen. But we used to use a smoker. Now you just use the oven, but you just use a pan to do it in, and
Just melt
do
it
in the
down and then
oven.
shape it or what?
I think currently what we do is we just take a print and then we just light some wood on fire, throw it in the oven for a little bit, and it just gets that flavor.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't even get like hot or anything. It just needs like the smoke flavor.
Yeah.
So you don't even need to melt it down.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Probably it doesn't take much, I would imagine. Just a
No.
little kiss of smoke.
Yeah.
What kind of wood are you using?
I think they've changed it up in the past. I think right now they're using like hickory or
Yeah.
mesquite or
I think
something.
we've had apple, cherry. all
Maybe
kinds of
apple.
stuff.
Yeah, they've changed it up in the past. So.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Like I know that Live Oak they do the Roush Fest or whatever.
Yeah.
Or they've done it in the past. Just all smoked stuff, smoked beers and stuff. But that's like just the type of smoke you use.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
That's a whole other thing there.
I smoke meats a lot myself at home, and just the type of wood you use is everything.
Yeah.
So.
What kind of butter do you use? Like, is it, like
Just regular butter.
Now
Just
it's
regular-
smoke going
Yeah.
forward
yeah.
It's regular butter.
Okay. Y'all should sell smoked butter just by the
by the stick.
By the tub. Yeah.
something. I would probably take that home and
I think
get some
pretty cool.
crackers, eat that on the way home. That sounds awesome. Right? Would you do that? I would totally do that. Or just like some that and like a what do you call it, baguette or some whatever? Just a bread, just a smear. French bread, whatever.
That is good. Yeah, good fresh bread with just a slab of cheese or a slab of butter on it. So
yeah. What would you pair with that smoked butter though? And like just if you just had some French bread, butter, which of your beers would you?
Trying to think.
I mean, it might go good with a dark beer. Like we have our Midnight Prison.
Yeah,
it's kind of my initial
stout, so it's got that roasty, chocolatey notes to it.
Yeah.
My thought was also maybe Edgeless. I don't know why.
Edgeless or West Coast IPA.
That could work.
Yeah.
What about hopped butter?
Hopped butter.
I've heard of that. Yeah,
Really?
I've heard of
I
that.
thought you can hop anything. But like, do they hop cheese? They have hopped cheese, right?
I assume so. You do like in the rind or something, maybe.
Something. Yeah. Somehow.
Yeah, because they do with the wine cheese. I know there's a beer cheese as well too,
Yes.
where they soak the rind, kind of thing. So it's kind of soaked in beer.
Yeah.
Well, we make beer queso.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, let's talk about the food menu.
Sure.
Show on beer queso. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, we do our blonde ale in that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which we might have to change that up though, because we might not have the blonde on.
Our blonde. This year we're gonna try to rotate our beers a little more often.
Yeah.
To get people kind of come through the tap room a little more, give them kind of FOMO.
Yeah.
Oh man, I gotta try that beer before it's gone. So we'll keep some things around, but we'll have some gaps in between. We'll always have light beers, dark beers, things like that.
Love the styles, but
sours. Yeah, but the specific beers may not be around year-round necessarily.
Okay. So beer queso, ratio of how much beer like per, I don't know. Y'all are probably making a huge pot of queso at a time, right?
Yeah, it's a pretty big pot.
So
it's honestly not that much beer. You just got to put enough to where, I mean, you're basically substituting the beer for water, right?
Yeah.
So you just put enough beer in there to where you can get a little bit of the flavoring.
Yeah, and you don't want to
overpower.
add too much because then you thin it out and then it's kind of liquidy.
Yeah.
And
juice that a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. But you wouldn't want to use something like really hopped though. Does it cook, or is it?
We actually when we first opened, our first chef Jeff was using our stout in the queso,
Okay.
which actually made it taste really good because I added just a complexity.
Yeah.
But it did turn it a little gray.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it wasn't
not a very
appealing.
presently.
Yeah. So the appearance, he liked the flavor, but he's like, yeah, the appearance. That people drink with their and eat with their eyes.
Yeah.
So
Call it hummus.
we had to
People
cut
would
it.
be fine.
Oh yeah, hummus would have been good. Yeah, like that gray.
It's just cheese hummus.
All you got to do is market it correctly. And
Yeah.
we were talking about
True.
this last week. I was like, we
yeah.
could literally just call it like black hole queso or
Yeah,
something.
and we were talking about
it's
getting
like
some
gray.
black food coloring, make
Yeah,
a black queso.
Just go
Yeah.
darker.
Yeah.
I think it'd be kind of cool.
You just have to market it right.
Just
Like
are-
Disney serves the, I'm sorry to keep bringing up Disney, but they serve like, it's called like the gray stuff or something.
The gray stuff.
From like Beauty and the Beast, right? And they put it on like a cupcake. It looks hideous, but like because it's from the movie, people
Yeah.
are like going crazy over this stuff.
So what y'all need is just a blockbuster cartoon or something.
Yeah, we just
There
did
you
a
go. Yeah.
big
Based
Hollywood
on-
hit.
Yeah, based on the brewery. I watched Beer Fest again the other day.
I did too, actually.
It's on Hulu or somewhere.
Yeah.
Every time I see it, I'm like, all right, I'm watching this, and like, I'm gonna be up late in bed watching it, and I can't help it. I think probably once a year, once or every couple years.
Yeah.
It's like if I see it, I'm gonna watch it. However, it ends up on streaming, whatever. But it's been a while since we've had a good beer movie. I think we're due.
Yeah.
So that's where that's the end.
Okay.
And then you can market it for
With the black queso.
Yeah, maybe a beer space movie.
Oh.
There's not been one.
Beer in
I
space.
can't think of any now.
Yeah, I mean we're in Houston. You can tie in,
Space City.
Yeah, it's like what was it? You remember that movie Space Camp?
Mm-hmm.
Where
Yeah.
they ended up going to space and they had to get their way back or
Right.
whatever, and to do the spacewalk and all that kind of stuff. The computer took over. The robot guy took over.
Oh yeah.
That's basically what you got. Like your I don't know, your mash tun could like become sentient.
off or something?
Yeah. It's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna help them. They wanted to go to space, and so I don't know.
An AI movie.
Yeah. Does any of your brewing equipment roll around on its own?
Not that I've seen, but I'm not here at night.
That's
so
true. They come alive.
It's possible.
You know, I didn't tell you this. The employees think this place is haunted.
Do they?
Yeah. Apparently, like, I've actually been here too, where like things on the bar will just fall over for no reason. Like nobody's near it. And then also, some employees have said that they go into the bathroom like late at night to like go do the final check or whatever, and they like swear they see a shadow and like nothing's there.
Really?
I don't know if I believe it.
Old Man Willie?
What?
All right, one more time. Thanks for listening to this episode. If you're listening on iTunes or Spotify, leave a review, 5-star review. If you like the show, all that stuff helps more people get to hear this show. Or tell a friend. Appreciate it a lot. Thank you for all your support. Back to the episode now.
What was this before? It was like, is it a brand new
It was
building?
like textile, wasn't
Or
it?
no,
Yeah,
this
this
is
originally was Acme Pattern Works. We have a
Yeah.
sign outside. It's from like the 40s.
Yeah. Oh, so they're like doing like hard labor kind of stuff, or it's like machinery.
Yeah, you can see the track right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
It actually goes all the way down. It was kind of an assembly line. They could hook something on it and then a roller.
Oh,
They
there
could
was
roll the pieces down.
Definitely somebody killed in this building. I feel like that
As
was
soon
like
as you said hooked up, I just
The
thought
giant
like
meat
bodies.
hook, you know?
yes.
Just a giant meat hook.
And
Somebody
this
got,
was a giant freezer, you know?
yeah, somebody got caught up in it, and
Yeah,
Maybe.
So, and then the guy before was doing iron work, like wrought iron kind of stuff.
oh, and he probably fell into like a vat of
Yeah,
molten
like
metal.
acid or
something.
toxic waste or something,
Yeah,
you know.
there's something. Yeah,
Something.
there's probably half
Some
a dozen
dangerous vat.
dead bodies, ghosts, potential ghosts. I feel like prior to 1970, maybe 60, I don't know. People were just like, yeah, somebody's going to die at work. You know, people die at work. That's what
Yeah.
it
Oh,
is.
yeah, it was
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
bad.
It's just accidents happen. And the earlier you go, the more people died at work. It's like, it's a good week. Nobody died. It's like, being at Roadhouse, the Double Deuce. Nobody died. You remember the...
It's been a while since I've seen that one. I
Mm.
know that's your favorite movie.
It's not my favorite movie.
It's not your
It's up
favorite
there.
movie.
It's
up
a top
there.
5.
But Swayze's your favorite actor?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Peak Swayze.
Have you seen Donnie Darko?
Yes, it's been a long time, though.
With Swayze?
Yeah.
He does a good job in that.
Yeah. Well, what does he not do a good job in?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know.
You're the
He's-
Swayze buff.
Swayze, yeah.
Honestly, I don't know if I'm a Swayze. I
The
just
Swayze stand.
just Roadhouse and Point Break, and I don't know. Is there anything else there's nothing else in that comes close?
Ghost.
I mean, Ghost is fine,
Oh, Ghost.
but it's no Roadhouse. and it's no Point
Nobody
Break.
puts baby in the corner.
Yeah. Oh, Dirty Dancing.
Dirty Dancing,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, it's fine. They're fine movies, but they're not. Like, go watch Point Break, the original, not the new.
Oh yeah, no.
That's a fantastic.
That is a good movie.
It's the greatest surfer bank heist movie of all time. I'll stand by that
Bromance.
to the day I die.
Yeah.
There is not you name me one more surfer bank heist movie that comes anywhere close.
Not the new Point Break.
No.
No,
No,
not even
that doesn't
close.
I don't even acknowledge its existence.
Yeah, if they had named that a different title, it would have been an okay movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, trying to completely change the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did not do it a service. I agree.
Yeah. The all of it. Yeah. Point Break. I mean, it's peak Swayze, but then you also got Keanu coming into his own, and you got Gary Busey.
And Gary Busey acting,
Yeah.
doing his thing.
Yeah. So, and the cameo by like Anthony Kiedis is in that one.
Oh yeah.
Who else? I don't know. What's her face from A League of Their Own? I don't remember.
Yeah,
her
Lori
name.
Petty.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the guy from Scrubs was the head of when Johnny Utah came in, and he's the head of the.
Oh, McGinley or whatever.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
all like, angry.
Yeah.
How can you be a boss and just be
the
this
angry
angry?
sergeant or whatever.
Yeah.
The stereotypical.
Yeah. So, it's got everything you need in a movie. So it's a perfect movie. And Swayze did his own stunts for the most part, like the skydiving and stuff. He did that.
Okay.
They don't do that.
Oh,
now.
you know what I saw recently was remember the commercial a couple years ago with Van Damme on the semi trucks
Yeah.
doing the splits going backwards.
Uh-huh.
I saw that again, and they said that they did that in one take.
That's crazy.
And they're like, yeah, it was fine, and they're driving backwards.
Uh-huh.
The trucks are driving backwards.
That's wild.
That was a cool stunt. That was
Yeah.
really cool. Have you seen that one?
Mm-mm.
Oh man, it was a commercial they did a couple years ago. It's for Volvo trucks or something like that.
Yeah.
It was kind of demonstrating their like computer controlled steering or something like that. But he's doing the splits, and the trucks are driving backwards, and then the trucks slowly drift apart as he does the splits down.
It's like
Interesting.
Bloodsport, or what was that? Was it Bloodsport where he did that on the was it the trees? Like they showed the.
Oh yeah, I think every movie.
Yeah, that's
made
just
a
his
career out
go-to.
of doing splits.
Yeah, well, if you can do it. Put that on your resume.
Oh, yeah.
I can speak from having to put a hand in your resume. You need something that helps you stand out.
I think I was watching, is it Time Cop, where he jumps on the counter, does the splits on
Yeah,
the
that's
counter.
I think
Like,
it's every
okay,
movie.
there's the moment, you know.
Double Impact. I'm sure he did it twice. Both characters on Double Impact. Where he's his own twin. Remember that one?
Yeah.
I mean, Van Damme. He's no Swayze, but he was, yeah. I thought he did a really good job in the Expendables 3 or 2?
I don't remember.
I think it was in both. I think
Was he? He's the bad
maybe
guy.
only 3.
We had
I don't remember.
the snake on his neck or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all 3 of those movies were just good popcorn fun.
Yeah. They need to make another one, but I feel like all those guys are now.
Like now it's too much.
Yes,
like now it's too old.
Now they're too old.
It'll be like Red or whatever.
Yeah. Or
Red's
With
pretty
the
funny,
Morgan
dude.
Freeman.
Morgan Freeman, Bruce Willis, and oh god, what's his name?
They could put Clint Eastwood. He's in his 90s. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
They should have had a cameo from Clint Eastwood. Probably couldn't afford him, though.
Coming with his revolver.
Yeah. What? No. He just like gravelly
Feeling
talk.
lucky.
Yeah. That's good. We need good action movies. What's the last? Well, John Wick. I guess we got John Wick.
John Wick.
Those are good movies. What did I see the other day that wasn't very good? It doesn't matter. We won't talk about it. Let's talk about beer. This is a beer
Yeah,
show.
keep positive.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think. I hope.
You
Yeah,
know
I
what?
think so.
It is getting better because we have new beers in front of us.
Got new beers.
Yes.
Ew. That was a transition. What beer do we have?
So this is Just a Little Sin, CINN.
Oh.
For cinnamon. This was our Harrah's Nectar Lemon Berry, the second to last Harrah's we did. And we added a little bit of cinnamon, just enough it's kind of there on the nose, and then as you exhale on the finish of the beer. And it ties in with our lemon. It's a lemon blueberry sour, kettle sour. This is a 8.6% alcohol beer.
Okay.
So it's got more body to it, more alcohol. This is more of a Athena's is a beer for drinking. Harrah's is a beer for thinking.
I thought you were gonna say drinking and getting drunk.
Well, you got to think
Well,
about it
it
first.
could do that, yeah.
Yeah. Let's harken back all the way to the first time we did an episode with you, like surrounding Local Group. It was in the garage.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I believe there was a beer.
Were you were there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was,
yeah.
it was a little chilly.
Yeah, I think it was like January or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was about a year before we opened, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. So I was brewing out of one of my partner's garages for a year before we opened, doing test batches.
Uh-huh.
And so we ended up doing 100 test batches in that garage over the course of a year.
What'd you do with all those upright freezers? You still use them?
Yeah, we got them in the back for hop storage, and the kitchen's using one of them as well for some extra storage as well. But yeah, we had planned on using them for, we were using them as fermentation chambers while we were brewing with the temperature controller, and then now we use them as freezers.
Cool.
And we'd planned that from the beginning, so.
Smart. There was a
That
cinnamon.
was a good time there.
Yeah, there was a cinnamon beer at that point, I believe.
Oh, was it horchata?
I believe it was. Yes.
Or horchatanita?
I think so.
Yeah. So I brewed that on this big scale a couple times. And I think we'll bring it back again for sure.
Okay.
It's kind of weird because we opened up, we brewed some beers, we opened up, things slowed down with the pandemic, and then we kind of looked at sales like, oh, that beer's not selling, but none of our beer is selling. So I need to go back and kind of reevaluate what, it may have not sold just because like nothing, honestly, like nothing was selling. So yeah, that beer was slow, but the other beers we had on tap are all slow too. So don't use that as our judgment point, as like popularity, like, oh, that's not moving. No, we won't brew it again because no one wants it. So we'll rebrew that one for sure. I think we've had some requests for it.
Did you have a moment when you were like, people started to return, people were picking up more beer that where you're like, okay, this is going to work? Or was there ever a moment where you're like, oh, crap, what did we do? Was that, probably right after we got done with that podcast.
I still think that what we're doing, it can work.
Yeah.
It just might take a little longer to get there.
Yeah.
So I don't think if I had to reopen another brewery today, I would do what we're maybe like what we're doing now, a little smaller scale, but same kind of format. Focus on the tap room. Focus on the customer.
Yeah.
Have that direct interaction with the customer.
It's really nice. Sorry, I took my first sip.
Oh yeah, thanks. Yeah, I think the cinnamon plays well with the berry notes.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there.
Yeah.
This is one of those beers I wish people could taste over the video or audio or whatever.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. You got to come here.
Smell-o-vision.
Yeah, come here then. You know, if you're watching this, wherever you're watching this, whether it's on Spotify or YouTube or Rumble or listening while you're driving around or doing whatever, you need to come try this beer.
Yeah.
We only got one keg of it too.
Oh.
Yeah, one keg. This is kind of a test batch, one-off thing. So we got some kegs where I can pull off beer and then add hops, fruit, spices, just kind of play around with different. There's an easy way to test a beer out and serve it, and if it's good, we can scale it up later and kind of do a bigger version of it. And we've done that a few times with a few beers.
We should do that with coin flip.
Yeah, coin flip is that one. That's we took Magic Flip and I added an extra dry hop of Callista hops, which is a German fruity kind of hop, and turned out great. So we scaled it up and did a full batch.
It's insane just adding that extra dry hop, like how different it made that beer.
Yeah, it adds like a fruit punch because the Magic Flip's a dry hop lager with Laurel and Saphir. It's kind of got that lemony floral note, and then the Callista adds like a fruit punch, juicy fruit kind of character, and it kind of changes the body.
Yeah.
So instead of being like a light lager, it kind of rounds it out and makes it more pale ale IPA like, the body like, you know.
Interesting.
Which is just from the hop. It's crazy.
Yeah, that is wild. What does that?
It's just the hop. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's like the oils in the hop or what, but I've never thought of hops affecting the body of a beer. It's always malts.
Yeah.
Or alcohol level, you know, kind of thing. Or I'm sorry, malts or alcohol, but yeah, it definitely changed the beer a lot.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Have you ever experimented with like herbs or anything like that, rosemary or something like that in beer? I had a cider.
Okay.
That they used bay leaves.
Oh yeah.
From High Cider in High, just outside of Fredericksburg.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And it worked really, really well.
Was it?
Yeah, with the sweetness of the apples.
You said basil?
No, a bay leaf.
Oh, bay leaf.
Yeah, but there was some other herbal kind of something.
Yeah, because I've heard of like a honey basil kind of thing.
Yeah.
I've done like pumpkin beers with pumpkin spices, nutmeg, cinnamon, allspice, clove. Nothing too savory that I can think of off the top of my head.
Yeah, I wonder where the the spectrum of hop flavors melds into, herb kind of stuff. It'd be like, I guess, like British hops or something like that. English hops, maybe, perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, I can see it's agricultural, so you're going to have some common, common flavors and aromas and things. I mean, hops are so complex. There's like thousands of compounds in there, and they've only identified, dozens maybe. So it's so complex.
Well, you did do Pink Nebula that has hibiscus.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably the closest thing.
Yeah, hibiscus, grapefruit peel, and lemon peel on that one.
Okay.
Zest, lemon zest, and grapefruit zest.
Okay.
So yeah, I've done a couple floral beers. Then I did Forbidden Lavender with no label.
Yes.
Flower beer. So I've done a couple floral, but nothing savory that I can think of.
Yeah.
Okay.
I brewed with Sriracha Ace hops, which is kind of a lemony. It's a Japanese hops, kind of lemony.
Yeah.
Did a smash with Maris Otter, and the Sriracha Ace was fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a little simple. It's not super complex, but it's super drinkable.
I love smash beers just because you can, if you pick your malt and then just try the different hops and how they play with things, or change the malt, with the same hop. And I love how you can experiment like that.
Yeah. Yeah, so we've done that with some kegs, so we can just throw an extra hop in and just kind of see how it changes the beer. Sometimes it doesn't work. I think I've had one where we had to dump it because it was just not good. But usually it works. Gives us something at least. And then sometimes even if I don't like it, other people are like, no, it's great. Keep it. So we put it on.
But if you had those, I wonder if there's any way, like if you could have some sort of exclusive like access to something like that, like maybe like some sort of drinking vessel that would allow you to come in here and be a part of,
like some kind of club?
Maybe like a club or a gathering, some sort of drinking vessel or something that would
That'd be kind
go
of cool.
with that.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's never thought about something like that?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I don't know what we'd call it, though.
I don't either.
Yeah, we don't either. So we're starting something we're calling Mug Club.
Oh.
I guess that's kind of similar.
We haven't come up with a name other than Mug Club.
Okay.
Because we're really original like that.
Yeah.
Well, it's tradition.
Yeah,
I guess that's kind of what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like something like it'd be like a mug club where you would have like a mug, maybe like you're in the club,
And
then you can try beers in your mug.
Yeah,
as
we're
part of the club.
We're starting that up. That's another thing we're trying to do to focus on the tap room and locals, and kind of reward our regulars for coming in.
Yeah, maybe pay a nominal fee for the benefit of getting to try the most exclusive of beers.
something that's not that expensive, but
Yeah.
you
Oh yeah, it's very reasonably priced.
very
Yeah.
reasonably priced.
Yeah, to be a
type
part
thing.
of a group or like a club.
or a club.
Yeah.
A local group of
Yeah, local
drinkers,
Yeah, that thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
something
and their mugs, and their clubs,
that you brewed.
and their locals.
Yeah, with the locals.
Yeah.
But we do still have spots open for the mug club. So
Yeah, we got a few spots. That starts on our anniversary date
Mhm.
and goes for a full year.
Okay.
And so we're selling a yearly membership. You get a big 20-ounce mug that will fill up. Any beer that comes in a pint, we'll put it in your mug instead.
That's cool.
High gravity beers, we're not going to fill them up the mug, but we'll give you $1 off. And then what is it? We get birthday bucks during your birthday month.
$5 off.
Yeah, kind of get credit to come in and spend your birthday with us.
Discount on merch. Discount on to-go beer. Stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, so it pays for itself. And then early access, we're actually going to if you're part of the club and we put a beer on, you get to try it out before everyone else does.
Do you get your name on the mug?
Yes. We actually are, so each mug is individual, and it comes with a little dog tag that's numbered. So the sooner you sign up, the lower your number. And then next year when you renew, we're thinking about, you get to keep your number or move up a spot, if there's one available.
Right.
Or pick a open number if there's a number that you want and it's available.
Right. Well, as we record today, like if you were to join today,
Yeah.
you'd want something with 2 in it. Because as we record today, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's
2-2.
2-2.
2-2.
Yeah.
Tuesday?
On Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Is it 222?
Oh, is it?
Oh, we just missed it.
Did we miss it?
No.
Oh, we missed it.
No, the 2 where it's 2.
Well, for the anniversary too. But we missed 222.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We missed 220. If we wait around till 10:22, right?
Oh, it'll be
So
22:22.
22:20. That's
Yeah.
actually more.
Yeah.
We'll
So,
set up a firework or something.
Yeah, let's just stretch the show out. The first 9-hour show.
But yeah, and then on the dog tag is number, and then the opposite side, we ask people to give us a short nickname.
Okay.
And so we'll engrave the nickname onto the dog tag, onto their mug. And then when they come in, we'll say, hey, what's up, Rounds Top? Or, I think one was Cash Money.
Oh.
His last name's Cash. So
Swayze.
Yeah.
yeah, if you want to put, Baby or Corner or Roundhouse or
No, like Brody.
Brody.
there you go.
Yeah. Whatever his name was. Isn't that his name on Point Break? It's Brody. It's short for something. Anyway.
Dead Presidents.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do whatever. It's a short. We got to engrave it by hand, so we got to, it's got to fit on a little 1-inch dog tag.
What if they just wanted to go with like characters, like hieroglyphics or something?
We actually had somebody do that.
Did they? Oh yeah.
Like
They did the
Prince.
shrug emoji.
Yeah.
The
That's fun,
long
too.
like
Yeah.
6-character
Yeah. Like, yeah.
Japanese one or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like dash, whatever the next one is.
Yeah, it's like underscore
Yeah,
open
underscore
parentheses.
dash, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. That. I never figured that one out. I mean, I saw what it was, but I never took the time to actually do it.
Yeah.
I retired
You
after.
didn't memorize that one?
No, I retired after
Type it in with your kids.
boobs
Text
on
you.
the calculator.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or boobless.
Dude, we were still doing that back in high school.
Yeah.
That never stopped.
The original social media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, what was the joke? Like Dolly Parton did something like 8-4, like chicken breast or something like. I don't know. Some joke. What did that make her when she was out of chicken? It was like boobless or something like that. I don't. Classics.
Hey guys, thanks for listening to this episode of InterBrews. While we're getting our refills, this is where I take my time to remind you of InterBrews Patreon page. You can go to patreon.com/InterBrews or interbrews.com/Patreon and join today for as little as $1 an episode, exclusive content, dozens of shows, and so much more. All right, let's get back to our interview. Thanks for listening.
Just a very woolly dog over there. It looks like a sheepdog. I think that's a sheep. One of those, like, no?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we got a lot of people walking their dogs, especially around dusk. People get off work, they go jogging, and there's a park down the road, too. So
Yeah.
very community. These apartments are going up right here, too. So we got a lot of new people coming in the neighborhood.
That's cool. That is like if I were to live in town in an apartment, especially if I was like a single dude, I'd be over here all the time.
Oh yeah, I knew a guy who lived above Saucer downtown, and he was a regular there for sure.
I bet.
I don't remember how many plates he had.
Is he still alive?
He's still alive, but he may be banned from there now, though.
I could see that. I could see that getting out of hand.
Yeah,
Too convenient.
a little too convenient. Yeah.
You got to know yourself and proximity. You got to figure that all out. Like,
Yeah.
But yeah. So Mug Club available now as we speak. But
Available now.
yeah. And if you're listening to this in the future, maybe it's closer to 3rd-year anniversary. 3-year anniversary.
Yeah, so we're hoping this is the first year we've done it. We've been wanting to do this for a while. It's just taking the time to sit down and do it. It's just
It's all logistics.
a lot of logistics,
Yeah.
ordering, all kinds of things. So yeah, we want to renew it, and then we're gonna at the end of the year you get to keep the mug and take it home.
That's cool.
And then we'll do a different mug the next year. So we want to incorporate. We want to talk to the members and say, hey, what do you want to see in the club? What do you want to get out of it? And try to make some additions and improvements on it too.
That's cool.
So yeah, it's something that I've wanted to do for a while. And then I just want to make it better and better every year.
Okay. Very cool. What do you when you envision year 3? What are your goals, like food wise, beer wise, event wise? I don't know, any of that stuff. Any of that fun dream a little dream, make a
We
little
want to be
budget.
doing a lot more events, which we've already started this year.
Okay.
We're already getting way more people asking for events this year than there ever were last year.
Yeah.
Want to expand the food menu.
Okay.
Would like to keep doing that. We've made some cuts throughout the last 2 years just because of everything that's been going on. But
COVID,
yeah,
supply chain.
yeah. So we've had to. So we'd like to kind of start expanding that a little bit more. Beer wise, like Huggy was saying earlier, I think we just want to start pushing out a lot more newer beers. Keep people coming in the tap room. We really want to be tap room focused. I think over the last kind of year and a half, I was doing sales for them for a bit. And I think I wouldn't say we were distro-centric, but I think we were very lenient on it. And we kept wanting to expand and expand and expand. I think we want to slow down expansion on that a little bit. We still definitely want to keep our accounts that we're in and keep them happy and keep a good relationship with them.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I think now is kind of the time to make the tap room experience as good as it can be. So that's, I think, what we'll be focusing on over the next year.
Okay. As far as outside accounts,
Mhm.
for people that aren't in town, we have people listening all over the place, all over the state of Texas and beyond. Where's furthest out?
So restaurants and bars for kegs, we go all the way down to Galveston,
Okay.
and we go all the way up to like the Conroe area.
Okay.
Stores, we're only in 2 main stores right now for cans. Specs downtown,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're also in Kroger off of Shepherd in the Heights.
Okay.
So those are kind of the 2, and then we're in a little small bottle shops around here. Black's Bodega, if you know that place. Craft Beer Cellar.
Yeah,
They sell a lot of our
D&Q.
cans. D&Q. Yeah.
Nobi, Nobi store down in on Blackhawk.
Yeah. Beer's looking at you.
Yeah. Then we're also out in Fulshire,
Yep.
a growler spot.
Growler
The G
spot.
spot. You
Yeah.
found the G spot.
Yeah.
We found it.
Congratulations.
Josh is awesome over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, that's a place I need to. That's been.
Yeah, that's the thing is Houston's so spread out. If you want to
It
hit all
is.
the craft beer places,
Yeah.
it's a
It's very
very
spread out.
wide net.
Yeah, literally, it takes an hour to get from Houston to Houston.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're in a couple hundred accounts, or we're 100 some accounts, I should say.
I think it's like 115, if I had to
Yeah,
guess
something
off
like
the
that.
top of my head.
Well, and when you name all those places off, I'm like, oh yeah, that's a great place. Oh, that's all of them,
Yeah.
right? Like anywhere in the Houston area, there's
Mhm.
going to be some place that's awesome to go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing is, the farther you get out, the more expensive, the more time, the more gas, the more labor. Especially going to grocery stores, you got to merchandise. Like it starts to add up.
Yeah.
We want to get into some more grocery stores with some cans. We got our
For
own
sure.
canning line, so we want to try to
Mhm.
push that. We're going to push more cans through the tap room.
Mhm.
Working on some new designs.
Have you considered? We talked about mugs as a drinking vessel.
In the club,
Well, yes, the club as well. Do you have a club sandwich?
we did.
we
Like the
don't
mug
now.
club.
Yeah, we had to cut it. It was for COVID
Okay.
supply chain.
Oh. So just so a club sandwich. Is it just turkey or do you go? Is that the traditional?
Turkey bacon,
Oh yeah, bacon.
turkey and bacon. I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but All right, forgive me, but one of my first jobs, I was a sandwich artist at Subway, and their club had 3 separate types of meat or meat product. I don't know if it's actual meat.
It probably wasn't.
Yeah, but the traditional club sandwich is turkey, bacon, tomato,
And lettuce, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why I tangent.
Okay.
But anyway, if I were going to eat like a full club sandwich or any other type of sandwich, sometimes one glass or mug wouldn't be enough, especially if I have somebody else. If only there were a bigger vessel, perhaps. Slightly bigger, for 2 people here in the tap room.
Like a fishbowl, you're saying?
Yeah, with like swirly
Oh.
straws maybe, or
I gotcha.
if that's not the thing. Although, not hilarious story, but just one story I remember my wife and I we were going to a doctor's appointment it was when our first child was about to be born. And we went in, and there was these 3 guys that were like, they got the fishbowl of like some pink drink,
Yeah.
Razzoos or whatever the Cajun
Was it
place.
smoking with the dry ice?
I don't remember, but it had like swirly straws. I don't think they realized that's what they were
God.
ordering. It's like, oh, we can share the drink, and like there's enough for everybody. And the waitress is like, yeah. And so these 3 guys, they brought the big fishbowl of this pink, with all the. It was funny because they were like, oh. And they're just all pointing at everybody's laughing at them. And they saw
It's all sugar. We were just talking about this last week because I think Texas is very strict. TABC is like the strictest in the nation. And they have a limit to the amount of liquor you can put in each drink. And so with those fish bowls, I don't know if they have to, I think they still have to accommodate that. So like all you're drinking is a bunch of mixer and sugar.
Oh, that's not only.
The dream
So
has
you
been
think
shattered.
you think you're getting like this amount. I could be wrong, but at least back when I was bartending like 7 years ago, it was kind of, that's what the law was.
So not only are you getting not much of a drink, you're getting just diabetes.
Yeah, it's just sugar.
Yeah,
and soda and yeah.
That's sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
No, so maybe not a fishbowl,
So yeah,
Maybe not a fishbowl.
what we're thinking is
Maybe
doing
like a
pitchers.
like a class, like a
Yeah, like a beer pitcher kind of thing.
yeah. Have y'all thought about that?
Yes.
Oh.
We're actually going to introduce that at our
Really?
anniversary.
Oh,
Oh, we are. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, I didn't tell you. I forgot.
oh yeah.
Yeah. So our lagers, our lighter beers, we're going to do in pitchers, and we're going to do pitcher specials during games and things like that. So we want to, again, to get people to come out, bring their friends,
Yeah.
drink our beer.
Yeah.
Well, if you get like shareable food,
Mhm.
pitcher, it just makes sense. Like we used to go to a pizza place just outside
Yeah.
of town, where you could
Mhm.
buy alcohol. Not when I was of the age. I never went before I was 21. Ever.
Never.
None
of us drank before we were 21.
No.
Mm-mm.
We're all law-abiding citizens.
Yeah. But
Thank you, NSA.
yes. But the pitcher was fantastic.
Yeah, because only one
Yeah.
person needs an ID.
Yes. Exactly.
No, we're law-abiding citizens.
Even though you're all legal, but
Yeah, of course.
I'm just saying.
Because that's the only way we would have done it.
yeah.
U.S. government, he's just joking.
Yeah, no, but I feel like the pitcher, I don't know, like with the craft beer, it's one of those things that kind of got pushed to the like,
Again, yeah,
the
exactly.
side.
Like you said, boot the fruit, the pitcher. It was kind of like telling people how to enjoy their beer.
Yeah.
And we don't
Yeah.
want to. If you want a pitcher, if you want to, whatever. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. So we want to, and it'll help on hot days or busy days. I mean, you can just
Yeah.
fill a pitcher up rather than coming up to the bar over and over.
yeah.
Yeah. So we wanna do pitchers. So we're gonna do obviously some lower alcohol beers. We're not gonna do imperial stout pitchers.
You don't want to do our 15% whiskey barrel-aged stout in a pitcher?
Yeah, though I do have a story. I went to school in Arizona, and the laws there are a little more lax. So one time we went to the bar, and I said, we're like, what do you want to drink? What do you want to drink? And then it was a bunch, we all wanted Long Island. So I'm like, I went to the bar, I'm like, can I get a pitcher of Long Island? And the guy's like, bartender's like, I guess. So he literally he mixed up a pitcher of Long Island iced tea.
Jeez.
I'm like, hey, it's cheaper in the pitcher, right? I'm sure you charge us full price, though.
Yeah, how'd that turn out?
It was good. It was fine.
Yeah. How many
I-
people were you splitting that with?
I think it was just 4 of us, yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to get messed up, Long Island is the way to go.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what I used to, before craft beer, I was I used to drink a lot of Long Islands.
But if you want to get messed up, like that is the I don't care what your tolerance you think you have is. I don't care how big you are or how much you've eaten.
It's like
you want to get messed up. It's all the liquors.
Well, and you just don't. It's like for what? Like all of them cancel each other out or something with the
and
flavor.
a splash of Coke for color.
Yeah,
it's just
like,
for color, literally.
Yeah.
I do have a Long Island story back when I was bartending. I think I've told you this.
Oh yeah.
That, I had somebody come in, and they ordered a Long Island, and they said, "Can you make sure you put unsweetened tea in there instead of sweet tea?" And I said, "Ma'am, it's Coke. Like Coke goes in there. I could put like Diet Coke." And she's like, "No. Like I've had people tell me this before. Like no, like put unsweet tea in there, please. Like don't argue with me." And I was like, "Okay." So I put some unsweet tea in there, send it out. 5 minutes later, it comes back. Doesn't taste right. Like yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, it doesn't taste right. But tea in your Long Island. I can't tell you how many ignorant people I had come up to the bar and was just like, "Can I have this?" and would think that it's something else. Also had somebody order a White Russian one time, and they complained that it was white. They thought it should be black.
You say no, that's a black
That's
Russian.
a Black Russian.
Yeah.
They're like, "Nah, that's not it. It's a White Russian. You don't know what you're talking about." It's like, okay.
It's not just a clever name.
Yeah. It's like, okay. Okay.
Ew. Yeah, my Long Island story is not. I just drank too many of them.
You don't remember your Long Island stories.
No, I remember the first half. We went to a comedy club in Memphis, and then it snowed, and luckily I wasn't driving, but I ended up in the middle of a field covered in snow.
Oh, jeez.
It got rid of my Long Island iced teas because I drank too many of them. So it was a New Year's Eve. But it was fun.
Mike, do you have a Long Island story?
I mean, I had a few, but that wasn't.
Let's go make some regrets.
Yeah. It's never too late.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, they're good. I liked them, but I never really.
I never
thought of that drink.
I don't think I've had one since then.
It's been a while.
I think I'm good to leave that in the past. I'll stick with the pitcher of
It's
beer.
been too long. We just need to just do it.
Yeah, we need to make a Long Island iced tea beer
Oh,
Ooh,
I
okay.
haven't been done.
with unsweet tea.
Yeah.
With unsweet tea. Only unsweet.
Yeah.
Do not put sugar in there.
I had a tea beer. That used to be kind of a thing for a minute, like tea.
I still see some of them.
no,
yeah,
not even
but
like twist, like it had
Yeah, they put like tea in there.
Yeah.
Stone's
Like
got
green
a green tea
tea.
one.
Yeah, green tea.
I think
Yeah.
Dogfish Head did one, I think.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who. Maybe mine was. This was back when bombers were still kind of the big. Like you would go to Specs and you wanted to try all the different bombers that they had. And this was, I don't remember the brewery, but it just had like black tea or something. And I remember not. I was like, that's the beer I don't like.
Didn't you do one with black tea? Like a peach black tea or something?
Oh,
With Sparkle Motion, I think.
yeah, we did. I got some of the HEB does these fruit herbal teas, and one of them was a black tea with peach, ginger peach. Yeah, we put that on. Did a single keg.
Yeah, it was just a single
on.
keg, but
Yeah, because I did that at No Ale initially too with First Street Blonde Ale, and it turned out really good. It was like it infused the peach flavor really nicely.
Yeah, with the fruit, like I tried it. Like I was like, I don't like beers with tea in them, and then I tried a white tea peach white, like I think B52 or something.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And it was good. It was real good. I was like, okay, so it was that one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just the regular black tea and a brown ale or something, like an English.
Yeah, because the thing is, the tea adds like a tannins and dryness, so you gotta have a way to balance that. I did do a tea mead once. It was with a vanilla Earl Grey mead
interesting.
with the tea.
I'd be interested to taste a mead you do, because I feel like you do it very like a lot. The issue I have with mead a lot of times is like way too sweet, but I feel like you do one that's like really balanced.
I did a few, and I don't like mead.
Yeah,
I like honey, and I just don't. I've tried to like mead. I've had like 6 or 7, but I haven't had the new one from Southern Star, the Skull and Potion.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I've heard those are good. Like they have a cherry, they have some fruited ones, but I don't know. Just something about mead. I just don't.
There's a lot of them out there.
my buddy actually went over to a place. I think he said it was near Fredericksburg, and it was a meadery. And he was talking to like the owners, because the owners like give tours and stuff. and he mentioned that I worked at Local Group, and they were all like, "Oh yeah, we went over there like opening and stuff like this." Like these owners at a meadery, they're like, "Yeah, we love y'all's stuff," and they're like big beer people, and they said he was telling me that their mead that they do is a lot like it's very balanced. It's a lot more like closer to beer than it is like a traditional mead, I guess.
Yeah,
I'll have to
there's
try that.
yeah, there's a lot of variety. I mean, like go to the Mead Fest, like the Texas Mead Fest. I think it might be coming up or just happened or something. That's a rowdy time.
I'm sure.
Oh, I bet.
I did.
Needs a little boozy.
Yes, but it's like it's a pretty small crowd still.
Okay, yeah.
But they're very passionate. Like they had one in Conroe.
Okay.
And I did interviews and stuff out there, and I was a sponsor of it actually. And there was a guy who was like a real life Viking, that long blonde hair, and he had a horn that he blew. I think his son's name was Thor. He had this little kid running around like biting people on the leg. It was wild. So go to the Mead Fest. But
all right, maybe I'll try that.
yeah, there's a lot like hop meads, short meads, kind of stuff, like low ABV.
Yeah. I've only had a few. I've had like the Redstone and the blue bottle that you buy at the liquor store, and
yeah, trust me, I've had some that I've hated, but then I've also tried some where I'm like, okay, this is. I
it's
see where you're
like
going with
it's
it.
kind of like cider. Like I like a dry cider.
Yes. Yes.
The woodchucks and the super sweet ones, I'm just not.
No.
But I like a dry.
Yeah.
Cider. So I could see that with mead. Maybe
Well, if you're in Conroe, check out the Firm as well.
Okay.
Okay.
They're right downtown.
Mm-hmm.
They make good stuff. And then Griffin Meadery.
Oh, yeah.
They're still.
Oh yeah. I talked to
doing it.
Bruce, right?
Bruce Leslie.
Yeah, we did I went to Renaissance Festival and did a class with Alan.
Yes.
And Bruce showed up for the class.
Yeah.
And so we were chatting and stuff. It was a pretty cool guy.
Bruce is good people.
Yeah.
And he also did the Scotch tasting. Like he'll do the tour of Scotland Scotch tasting and stuff. That was cool too.
Interesting.
Yeah. All right. Well then, when Renfest comes back around,
There you go.
well, let's field trip.
Yeah, for sure. We'll
Okay.
probably do again. We'll do another class up there, I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You've done the with Brigham where people actually pay.
Yeah. We taste our, so we brought our beers up there and did a guided tasting through I think 6 or 7, 8 beers, something like that.
That's cool. We also do a lot of collaborations here too, right?
Yeah.
What's the last collaboration you did?
It's been a bit.
You did a lot now off the. Right out of the chute.
The goal before we opened was to collab and get our name out there, and
That's really good.
I think
As I finish that up, as it warms up a bit.
yeah, the cinnamon comes out a little more.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
I think the last one we did, wasn't it with the Pro-Am 21 for home?
Yeah.
For the home brewers.
Yeah, we did a pro-am with the CIA. So we sponsored the Cane Island Alers, which is having their event this weekend, Opfirm, this weekend as well, and their competition. And so we sponsored the IPA category last year. Cool. We sponsored it 2 years in a row. This will be the 3rd year, actually. And so the pro-am, the winner gets to come brew with us. So it's kind of an amateur pro-am collab kind of thing. So
we did that one. The last big one I guess we did was Holler.
I think Holler, we did Diamond Hands about a year ago. Yeah, it was in last January, February.
It's like a hoppy brown ale.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
That
like a
feels like
Texas
forever
brown.
ago. The whole Diamond Hands.
Yeah.
It's like
we I think we had some accounts that order it just because of the name.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it's
They're
just
like, oh, this is a meme-tastic name. Let's take it.
what was that? What was that? Is that not AMC? It was
GameStop.
GameStop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, I think John. Did John come up with that name? I don't know. I can't remember. But
Well, you don't want paper hands.
right. Yes.
Are people still holding? Are they still hold the line? Are they still doing
I
that?
still see GameStop come
I
up
see
every
that.
once in a
Yeah, I
while
see
because
that.
they're like, people are still kind of messing with it.
Keep holding.
It's like,
Yeah.
no.
That was like the greatest time to be alive, man. That was so funny. Like that whole thing was
Like
just
this-
hilarious.
But we're doing more. We're gonna do more collabs this year
Okay.
for sure. We're sponsoring the pro-am again, so we'll see. I think the winner though, we'll have to see this year. But we'll do another. And then actually the pro-am the first year we did, 2020, turned out it was my friend Travis Comble, which is he's a great home brewer, and we're gonna bring his beer back.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good hit, good beer.
People
nice
loved it.
Hazy West Coast pale, I think we called it.
Yeah.
And so we'll bring that back again.
Okay.
Do we want to say the name or should we wait?
You can wait.
Can we?
Okay, we'll wait.
You want to mention it on like an exclusive, like patron only recording, or is it still too soon? I don't want to
When are you brewing it? Like mid-March?
Yeah, it'll be a couple months out.
Well,
but
so-
I already have, Yeah, we could.
We already have
Do you
the
have like
name.
another?
Yeah, we could,
do you have like another 10 minutes?
Sure.
I can try to coax you into saying.
Maybe.
Give you some of our secrets.
Yeah.
Try it. Yeah, we can taste one more beer too.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll
Yeah,
do.
let's
You,
go
you
through.
guys have time, Mike and Kate. Kate, is your lunch break? Are they gonna miss? They know. All right. Well, we'll wrap there, and everybody, 2 years being celebrated, not just now, but all year, because why not?
Yeah, this
Right.
would be. Yeah.
So if you're listening to this around the time the shows come out, 5 new beers.
Yeah,
Alright.
5 new beers just for this. And then they'll be on tap for a little bit.
Yeah.
2 of them are big. 2 of them are big batches, so they'll be on for a while.
Cool. And then
Hopefully, maybe not.
yeah, beers
Why not?
available in pitchers now
We'll see. Yeah.
Mhm.
for you
All
and
of
your
our light
friends.
Yeah, pitchers, new beers, new food
Mug clubs.
items.
Long Island
the
iced
Mug
teas?
Club.
No?
Yeah,
No.
Long Island iced tea.
Get a mug full of Long Island iced tea
20-ounce mug.
and
Fish bowls exclusively here at Local Group
fish
Brewing.
bowls of Long Island iced tea and
Yeah, we'll do fish bowls for the 3rd anniversary.
Yeah.
we should
There we go.
give away fish or something.
With the twisty straw.
Yeah.
Cut that. We don't want.
Oh wait, that's
we don't want
exclusive,
people knowing
sorry.
that as exclusive. Cut it.
That's
Cut it.
exclusive.
Oh yeah, we'll put that in the exclusive stuff. So yeah, we're going to talk about some exclusive stuff. So if you're not a Patreon supporter, jump on over there and become one and get exclusive content and much more. Maybe much more. Maybe that's it. I don't know. But anyway, so for the award-winning Local Group Brewing here in downtown Houston, Texas, where you need to come and be a part of the neighborhood. Come say hi and try the food. All the food, try all the beers, the scenery. I don't know what else. Just say hi to
Yeah,
everybody.
make us your
Hey, neighbor.
neighborhood spot.
to Brandon and to Huggy Bear. So come say hi and
Howdy, neighbor.
stay a while.
Howdy, neighbor.
So we'll wrap there. So for Kate and Mike Herrera, they're the Herreras. Is it still not? I like it. I like saying it. The Herreras.
Do you have one of those signs in your house, the Herreras?
Do y'all have towels that say his and hers? That's what I should have gotten. No?
Missed wedding gift opportunity.
Well, maybe on the next one. What?
That's
Oh no.
So anyway, for them and for Brandon, for Huggy Bear, I'm Josh. Thanks for listening. This is InterBrews.
This is InterBrews.
The preceding has been a presentation of Stewed Productions.